She's finally clicked the right buttons. She was meant to click the marker button, but accidentally hit the add button. So, streaming's hard. I don't know why people do it. Let's just get on with it, because hopefully I still have the brain power to play some lawyer shenanigan game. Welcome back, everybody, to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy, where we continue our run in Ace Attorney Justice for All, that is Ace Attorney 2, part of my Ace Attorney chronology playthrough, which is all of the games in in-game timeline order. We've still got a long ways to go, but it has been a fun ride so far, and I hope it has been a fun ride to everybody keeping up with this series, or if it's your first time seeing this series through this video, a big warm welcome to you, of course. If you like what you see here, particularly in our YouTube highlight we make after the fact, please feel free to let me know, leave a like and comment down below. And if you want to go further with your love and support, to check out all of the other videos I've made in this playlist so far, including all the Ace Attorney games we've done up until this point, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell as well. They're very, very helpful things to do, and they let you know, hopefully, through your inbox when new uploads come up of this and all the other stuff that we get up to. Right! I have brain power. I clearly don't have brain power to run stream good, but I have brain power enough to remember where we left off last time. It was about to be the start of the final trial day, after we have now gotten a trapeze artist person implicated, and we believe it is up to them that is the person who did the thing. So we're gonna hopefully bring them to a sense of justice and get our wizard magician man off of the hook. I say he's a wizard, but no, he's more just like a magician. He's a very Chris Angel kind of magician, you know. The costume has to have the open chest out, you know. It's just an overcoat and it's just the open chest out. You know how they're like, they're being really silly and weird about it. But we're trying to get them innocent of the crime because they are innocent of the crime, and we need to prove that. And we kick off here, December 30th, 9:41 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 5.
Good morning, Max.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it.
Oh, don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Reginald!
Aha! How fabulous! My sweetie pie! My sweetie pie princess with the creamy goodness! You came to watch my performance today?
Of course I did! Mo told me that I should come and watch this.
Wait, Mo said that? You listen to the clown? Alright.
So what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess. You'll fly at the end?
It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties?
Huh?
I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't, you know... Cuckoo! Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on, or even where she is.
Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today, I'm just a member of the audience.
Fabulous, and enjoy yourself out there.
Good luck, Max. You're the best. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick?
Oh, top of the morning to you! Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo! Hello, can you go? Hello, can you go? Mo? Top of the morning to you, governor! Top of the morning. No, you're meant to do it like this one streamer that I see online who goes like, top of the morning to you laddies, my name is Jacksepticeye. Alright, that's the ticket, that's good enough. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm. But then again, worms lack higher brain function. Here, Max! I brought you a present! It's nice and creamy. Have some milk. Oh, thanks. So, how are you today, right? Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm gonna face off against the real culprits. Oh, you mean Acro?
Huh? You think he did it?
Be careful! He's used to putting his life on the line. Literally. He's got guts to spare. If all I've got to worry about is how thin the typewriter is, well, I'm used to that already. And no safety net below me. I always feel like I get in the trapeze when I'm about to step into the courtroom. Ah! It just means I won't be able to press him like I can with other witnesses.
What are you gonna do then, Nick?
I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today, we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth.
You're right. But it's gonna be tough.
Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father.
You want us to make sure Regina watches?
Yeah, that's why I brought her to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. I foresee the biggest breakdown. And it isn't going to even be from when we get the culprit. It's going to be from Regina, isn't it? Alright then. I will be ready for that performance when it comes up. December 30th, 10 AM, District Court, Courtroom number 2. It's time to start final day of this particular case. Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Hello, Astrid, and hello, Figment. You are literally just in time for us to get started with the trial period. Very well. Miss Von Connor, you may proceed with your case.
The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events.
What's the meaning of this? You say what now?
We have discovered a new witness. Or shall I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime.
Order. No fly, that's impossible. Oh, but I had a feeling something like this would come up.
Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need also arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders.
Poor Gumshoe, he only got like 2 noodle cuts for that tops. Very well, please call your witness to the stand. Time to get to work. Or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. I mean, I announced this stream like I am on the trapeze. I am high on the trapeze of justice without the safety net below. I mean, a tightrope is also a good metaphor as well.
Name and occupation?
Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Very Big Circus.
Where were you the night of the crime?
I was in my room that night.
If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene.
My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window.
The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed?
Okay. What on earth did you witness from 3rd floor? And how did you do so with your apparent lower body condition in that it does not currently work because of so-called lion attack that happened? But go on then. It was just after 10 PM and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then, a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. Did you truly wake up? Did you still have the sand in your eyes or something? Ooh, this witness testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown.
If that's the case, there's very little the prosecution needs add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night.
Hold it! Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness.
A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Yes, I'm bringing that name. I'm doing the psychological warfare today.
Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Very much, Lee. What I witnessed, yes. Right, I think pressing every statement as I usually do will be the safe option, but let's get the idea of what we might do. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. Yeah, I think in the pressing we do here, we'll get into, like, spout, like, how could you possibly know if you saw him from behind, and he'll talk about, like, well, the silhouette looked like it, and all the effects were there. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. Oh, hello. Oh, every time we do this scene, the birds have to have their animation and just jump closer to Max's, to Acro's face for reasons. When we do that there, when he does that change of things, like, come on, birds. You don't need to do that every time. You're cute and all, but, yeah, you don't need to do that every time. Anyway, let's just get going. Time to press. Hold it! You said that you were resting in bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct? That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright, sometimes it can make it hard to sleep. If that's the case, would it be a good idea to close some curtains? Every so often, the third bird comes in. Acro summons the bird like, Acro is Snow White confirmed. Huh, I never really thought of that. I guess it means I'm off to buy some curtains. Aha! Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. Aha! Ow!
The witness will proceed with his testimony. Let us close the curtain on this foolishness.
You finished Dual Destinies today. Nice. Very nice, very nice. I hope you're having a good time with Apollo Justice. We will begin to Apollo Justice at some point in the future. It will happen, because I am sticking to this big old series here. It's gonna be a good time. You heard a thump noise from outside the window. Yes, like the clown did as well. Hold it! Your room is on the 3rd floor, right? Yes. And you said you were resting in bed. That is correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside? I was indeed. Pressing Acro doesn't seem to get results. But maybe something was contradictory in what he said just now. Apollo Justice Case 1 is set next month. Oh, in the timeline of the game, so... Yeah, we must go through, like the timeline at this, like, juncture pretty quickly, I guess, then. We'll have to wait and see. Is there something wrong with him basically saying, you heard a thump from the 3rd floor, are you sure you did that? I don't think there's anything to that, really. What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. Until I can find a clear contradiction, I should tread lightly.
Mm-hmm.
I should tread very lightly, lest I get, whiplashed again. You saw someone flying right by my window. That should be impossible, but who knows? Hold it! Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin, or perhaps a large action figure. Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is plausible.
You have no need to mince words when Mr. Phoenix writes. Testify to the truth and only the truth, just as if we were there with you that night.
I believe it was a human. Oh, I just strengthened his testimony, damn it! I wonder if Acro's statement jives with the facts. Again, I can't really... Because I can't prove it wasn't human with this thing here, so I'll have to wait and see. That'll be fine. What's the matter? Nothing, Your Honor. I'm just gonna find a better contradiction later. Don't worry about it. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. And how could you tell this? Hold it! The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So, with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window? Well, the safety light lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses in the front. Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. Oh, the more I press him, the less results I seem to get. Well, maybe there was something fishy with his latest bit of testimony. I believe, yes. I believe that this bit is the fishy bit because... Since as we found this silk hat at the scene, it means that when this Max, either real or not, was going away from the scene, it dropped said silk hat. And it must be like... Yeah, there's no way. But then I think with another bit of thing that we've got, do we have a let's see the best thing. I see where this is going somehow. I absolutely see where this is going. Somehow, some way, it was this bust that he mistaken to be that. It dropped the hat after it started flying. So yeah. Because we found the hat at the scene, which meant it dropped off, like, before he started to fly. So, yeah, this is the bit. I will come back to that, because I need to press, like, the last thing and see, just because I like all the flavor text. And when I saw that, I thought it was dreaming, yeah? Hold it! When did you start thinking that what you saw wasn't a dream?
Objection! That's not important.
Objection! I believe that the prosecution has done a bit of maintenance on the witness's memory. Just to make sure, let's ask the witness. Oh!
Objection!
Sustained? Don't sustain that! On the thread of whip. Why do you sustain that? I don't get you.
Acro must be lying about what he saw, right?
Of course he is. Now the challenge will be to expose his lies in courts.
Well, put the pedal to the metal, Nick.
Armageddon, because I know what to say. There is a contradiction, Riv. It's this one again. So let's press back to this. Blah 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 blah. You clearly saw the silk cat, but did you really see the actual silk cat? Because we found that at the scene. Contradiction. There is a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given.
Objection! If there's contradiction, then prove it with evidence.
She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? Silk hat, bro. Oh, no, yep, silk hat, bro. Take that! You claim to have seen the exact thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? Huh, what do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. Oh, that would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside the window was a tough enough challenge for me. Ah, that's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? Incorrection. I'm afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats? No, this is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand. Order, order!
Objection! As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick?
Well, I opened my big mouth and now we have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? Back it up! What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? Grudge against Max. Clearly dreaming. It is time to indict you, my sir. But before we do that, confidence save. Always a great idea to do. And also as well, again. Why are my ads managers still disappearing? So if I try popping it out and then closing it and then back in, and it should... I mean, it should come back, but it isn't. Come on, ads manager. I need to have you here so I know... So I know when I am, doing ads with you. Like, come on now. Also, everything now seems to be, like, going all... Okay, fine. Right, everything's back now. Cool. I did do the... Just in case I didn't do confidence save. Now I have. There you go. Now I did. Alright, we are indicting you, my good sir. Your Honor. On this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself.
On this occasion?
Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Oh, obviously we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Ooh, Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor.
I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at an audience's hearts and minds.
Huh?
Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book.
Really? News to me.
If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to be almost scary. La 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 la.
Ow. He is. Ow, ow, ow. Rather, ow. Staying calm and collected. Ow. Get the spoon away from me! Mr. Jingling, do you have any responses to the defense's accusations? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up on myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his clients. But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things...
Ha! See? Even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous.
He's right. Why are you picking a disabled, you heartless cruel man?
Phoenix is a booby head. Na 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 na.
Who let the 6-year-old kid into the courtroom again?
See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? If you're trying to drum up support for the Peanuts Gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a daughter's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand in his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making its claim to counter this as well? I can hear the defense now! Acro had an accomplice!
What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? Oh my god, the crowd voices got me. just throwing out random voices. It's like, yeah. It's very randomly. It's like, hey! You're pitting on disabled, yeah? Because one random Cockney person made it all the way to the Japanifornian courts. That's what happened. Oh yeah, like I can stomach this drink, but I'm not having it again because that's a bit too fruity for a craft cola kind of thing for my taste. Did Acro have an accomplice? It wouldn't make sense for it to be any of the following people in this list here, because they're dead. I don't think they'd go that low to win their results. That's just a gumshoe, and he's a good boy. He has anxiety issues. She's a princess level ditz, but you know, fine about it. He's under a coma. Allegedly. Then he's just trying to make bad jokes, and that's him as well. Oh wait. Acro's room had all the other stuff in it. Monkey. The monkey was the accomplice! Oh god! It's impossible for Acro to be the murderer in this case. If that's the case, then it's natural for one to consider possible accomplices. You don't say. Not good, not good. This isn't gonna end well.
Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy.
But what?
You must not have heard that sound just now. Maybe it wasn't clear enough. The sound of you falling into your air trap can be hard to notice sometimes.
Mr. Wright, it seems as if you won't be stopping at Acro, but will be making other accusations. If Acro did not have an accomplice, things are not looking good for you. I understand, Your Honor. Very well, let's continue. Who perchance would happen to be Acro's accomplice? The monkey is a murderer! Take that! You don't say? Uh-oh. This is suddenly looking very, very bad. But just believe that sometimes the truth only looks bad, but it is the truth nonetheless.
Don't ever think you're going to get off easy.
Oh, did I hear that? The sound of you getting caught in your own trap. What a splendid...
What a splendid accomplice!
I should have read that again. If only this game had like a look back on all the stuff you've done so far. Foundation? Yes, Mr. Wright. Do you have any proof that this person you've accused was indeed an accomplice? Do I have the proof that the monkey was the accomplice? Taken from cafeteria before the crime. Blunt force trauma to the back of the head. That's something that I reckon the statue would be able to do. And we all know the monkey is a kleptomaniac for shiny things. Am I going the right way with this? I really do hope that I am going the right way with this. Because taken for captivity before the crime and then it got put back. Or something like that. But yeah, let's give this a go. Let's see if I'm just going in a loop here, but I think I'm having it in the right way around. Take that! Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? This piece of evidence is lacking in persuasive power.
You didn't miss that sound, did you, Phoenix Wright? You know, the sound of you receiving a penalty!
Ah, shoot. Ow!
What are you doing, Nick?
What do you say about this, Mr. Red? Did Acro have an accomplice? I think I was like 2 steps to getting there, right? Because... like, if I say I get this wrong, I'm taking the hit here and I gotta keep going and go around again. So I think I was right. So let's try and figure this out. Yes, there was accomplice. Monkey was accomplice. And it's... by... check it. I was gonna say that was like 2 steps. I think I was 2 out of 3 steps of the way there. What's a small but strong lock? 20-pound box. Just get this. Something to get this down in my head, because, like I said, I do believe I'm like 2 out of 3 steps there to getting this right. Would the monkey count as accomplice though? I mean, this is something that was accidental. I mean, it could be just like accidental. I mean, I'm gonna take this as my time to say like it's time to do my confidence save here. So if I go the other way around, of course it didn't.
Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice.
Or was I just goose? I could have been just goose chasing myself the entire time. Let's be honest, and just say like, yeah, would it count? Would the monkey count as an accomplice? Because it's just the monkey, unless you trained it very, very, very well and made it and gave it a murderous intent. But yeah, I'm probably just getting a bit silly with that one. But anyway, not this time, Von Karma.
What?
You're not gonna sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Right? Judge accusing of blabbering? There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. Order! What are you getting at?
Way to keep him on their toes, Nick!
Now I'm gonna have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show him how Acro murdered Russell Berry.
Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that?
I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed to the whip.
Alright, then let's do it! Mr. Phoenix Wright, if this witness is the killer, then his eye for this account is all lies, right?
Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingling? I may have the idea how that went down, how this goes on here, because we still have the oh, oops. No, he wasn't right there. Shoot. No, it wasn't right there. Objection! What? Huh? Wait a moment. Ow. Miss Von Karma, stop it! You'll be quiet and refrain from striking people.
The witness could not have possibly left the lodging house on his own.
Right. I might need to do like a quick reload of that because we went through quite a bit of dialogue and I wasn't able to read it all. So yeah, there was no accomplice, which we've seen all this through. Not this time. You're not going to sucker me in that easily. But I'm just getting a bit too far ahead of the dialogue here. Because I'd like to read it all as much as I can. Right, up to proving his location. Where exactly was it there? Well, I mean, there's no penalty to this. There's no penalty to this one, so, if you pick the wrong place accidentally, then Francisca was gonna do her dialogue to say, it's obvious you must have been in his own room if he was, you know, bedbound and unable to move without assistance. But I see what's gonna go down there. The bus that gets taken from the cafeteria is taken by the monkey and put into his hoard, which is in Acro's room. Acro sees the statue and uses that in this case to say, yeah, we are gonna use that, and we're gonna, you know, hopefully take advantage of our ringmaster man being right about here, and it should be, you know, perfect vantage point to drop a thing from and make it work like that. Yeah, I think I see where this thing is gonna go. So let's do this right for this time and go, yeah, you're in this room, aren't you? Take that! He was obviously here the entire time. That's Acro's room? Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can only be one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster.
What? Are you nuts?
What say you, Mr. Dingling? It's an interesting theory. That's it? Considering that what you propose is impossible, yes, that's it. Stoic-like, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there is no way he could go to the scene or be the killer. You've got a point.
It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. Most likely he saw Max, didn't he?
And then he went, ooh. But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask you a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That will be an interesting question to ponder, but we are going to actually have a pause here, because it will be time to get a thingy break done, because we're about the time where we've been out for an hour and would like to you know, have a bit of a break time, because this has been a long time for you watching this, and we want to give you some time to make sure you don't miss any of the stream, any of the game as well. So yeah, right about the hourly time, we're going to take our first break here and possibly do our ad break here, but we'll have to wait and see. But it is time to have a bit of a rest nonetheless for me as well. So this is your time. If you need to go and do some things for your own self-care, now's a great time to do it. In YouTube land, we will cut the highlight here. And we will get right back to it after the fact. So, as I said, this is a perfect time to pause and go do your own self-care if you need to go and do that. But if you rather just, like, keep watching, don't worry, we'll get rid of all the break time for you so you don't miss anything. Alright, yeah, we continue and think about how did he do it? How would one, locked and bedbound into a room, commit a murder? We will have to wait and see and figure it out when we're back from this break. So I'll see you back here in a few minutes. Hi Dilly, hi! Good to see you again. Welcome back to our stream here. It is time to continue the court case. It is time to figure out, how did he do it? Well, let's try and answer that question in a moment. But before we do, welcome back guys, good to have you. If you're in your YouTube land video, hope you're still enjoying it, of course. If you are, of course, leave a like and comment down below. I can English. I can do it, it's fine. So yeah, like and comment down below if you enjoyed the video, of course, and if you want to go further with your love and support, please feel free to subscribe and hit the bell as well. Everything is absolutely cool and fine. If you do decide to do that, thank you very much if you like what you see. Yes! Alright, so I've said the line, how did he do it? Let's just get going. And before I do, I almost forgot to bring back the voice mod shenanigans. Voice changer. That's the next course of this legal buffet.
Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here...
She's right. I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the Ringmaster. And he did it while he was in this room. No doubt about it. Time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright. Time for evidence. I'm gonna present some evidence. So, what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the crime of murder against Mr. Russell Berry? Because we have the information that this was taken from the crime scene. And it is hefty enough to cause the injuries, the blunt force trauma injuries in the autopsy report if dropped from a certain height, reaching a certain velocity, and you know, that's how that works. This would have been a hecking good thump as well, which many of the witnesses attested to hearing at least. So I reckon it's to do with this bust. Let's go. Take that! What's that? A picture? A photograph? Every time I look at one, it makes me laugh. It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. The bust? It's quite a large bust. And because it is life-size, it's also very, very heavy.
Heavy?
Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. See? This is how Acro was able to kill the Ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample bust. Wow. If you wrote that another way, with the power of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's awesome boobs. If you wrote that another way, oh dear me. Anyway, as Johnny Joeli said in the song Sonic Heroes, what goes up must come down. That's how gravity works. Unless you then do the Wicked song, you know, you're defying gravity, or you'll try defying gravity. Order! So you're saying the bust fell onto the Ringmaster? A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in the wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit.
Objection! How could you possibly be in the wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible!
Objection! Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust. Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? Well...
Acro's at a loss for words.
He should be. He knows that I'm getting closer to the truth. Well, Acro. You can't run over his— Ow!
I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What? I didn't even get the chance to properly say what I was gonna say.
Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand we get proper testimony from the witness himself.
Testimony, you say? Von Karma. She's just using this testimony as a rouse to solve her time. Objection! There is absolutely no need for such testimony.
Objection! The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond.
Defense's objection is overruled. Why can't he see things my way once in a while? This feels like a coin flip and I'm losing it every single time. It's like that Gamble Core video where it's like, let's go gambling. Oh, dang it. And I'm getting, oh, dang it, every single time with this man. Gosh darn it. Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony.
The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him.
Thank you. Ah, that woman will sink to any low to win a case. Don't look like if you were a prosecutor that you probably wouldn't do the same thing. Or even as a defense attorney, you didn't think you'd try like these underhanded tactics at some point in your life, you know? Give in to the demons every once in a while, Phoenix. You're not immune to such things, surely. Alright, he testifies about his own physical state. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body for working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it'd be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? I have no doubts in regard to this witness's testimony.
It was impossible for him to lift the bust and sneak
Let's try this line again.
It was impossible for him to lift the bust and sneak himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries.
That's what I was thinking. What's your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination.
He's simply stalling. Huh, it's shameful, really.
I can't let her get to me. I've got to focus. You've got to get in and get in there good, as they say. Physical state, let's go. This is serious testimony time. Alright, let's get it going. We press everything and see. Hold it! Have you ever lifted up the bust before? No, I've never actually lifted it up with my own 2 hands. But I should get to it, don't you think? I can't let money outdo me on this. But money? That crazy monkey has lifted Max's bust before? Please continue with your testimony, Mr. Dingling. So what we have here is we have a very, very hench monkey. Money the monkey absolutely, like, lifts bars. And, yeah, probably is a regular down at the animal gym or something. Like, wow. Hench monkey. Goodness me. Oh, you clipped something for myself, did you? Alright, well, that'll be in my records. I can check that back, obviously. So, okay, cool. We'll see. Alright, next bit. Let's go. Hold it! So what have you been doing to keep in shape? Well, honestly, I've given up on training. I don't have any plans to return to the trapeze or the tightrope. You don't say. But, no offense, I'm not worried about losing to you in a race or anything.
Ha! Neither am I, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I won't lose either, Slowpoke. I mean, Nick.
Hey, whoa! How'd discussion turn on me all of a sudden? I suppose you could say that I'm stronger than the average bear. And I want that big nigga basket, Yogi. Or should I say, I want that big nigga basket, boo-boo. Oh, I don't know if you should do that, Yogi. I feel like more than the average number of people will be able to do a boo-boo style of voice. I mean, just ask Justin Timberlake when he did the live-action Yogi Bear movie. And he played Boo-Boo in that one. It's like, wow, he actually sounded very good as a boo-boo. Like, I'd say that's a pretty easy voice to do, to be honest. For the Gamble Core thing. I just referenced Gamble Core. Yeah. It's a good reference to make. Lifting the bus out of the window would have been impossible. You have hench monkey. What of that? Hold it! And why is that? Because if I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. I still haven't gotten much feeling back in my legs yet. I'm sure you couldn't have thrown that bush out of the window. Well, okay, that's all that is there. There's nothing to that. Could have exerted that kind of force on my body. Okay. Hold it! How long do you think your recovery will take? You have to remember that my nerves were severely damaged. I'm currently undergoing some extremely intensive rehabilitation, but it's still going to take a while before I'm back to 100%.
Let me remind you of another very important point. If the fitness was carrying the bust, you would not be able to see out below the window.
Makes it impossible to have known the location of the Ringmaster's head. Oh, sure. Unless there's something that you're gonna let on that slips and I have something to counter that, we'll have to wait and see. Hold it! Why did you say it would be impossible? Well, allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bust, I couldn't see out below the window. Thus, there is no way I would know the location of the Ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you got a point.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think of it sort of like this. If he knew the location of the Ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bust.
That does make sense. If only I could prove it somehow. That Acro knew the location of the Ringmaster's head without looking down. I think I've already explained things sufficiently. Yep, I have my proof to counteract that, I think. I have my proof. It's the note. It's the note that was, he stitched together, again, cut out all the letters out of, like, magazines and newspaper clippings to hide his handwriting. And, yeah, to the murderer as well. Also, how it says to the murderer, so the grudge that he has is against Russell because... Yeah, the murderer in this case that he's trying to refer to would be Russell. Because somehow... Wait, you didn't have like a relation to the lion, did you? Like, did you just like really like the lion, or did you have the lion as a pet? It was you who gifted the lion to the show? I don't know. But the only thing that Russell was responsible for getting rid of, or shall we say, murdering, would be the lion after the whole accident took place. Be interesting how that gets back into it. But anyway, we have one more bit to press just to get all the flavor text, so we go for it. Hold it! If all you had to do was drop it, then it wouldn't have been a problem at all. If all I had to do was drop it. You're right, I could have done that. However, there's no way that I could lend a direct hit on the Ringmaster's head. Sure, that kind of makes your theory a bit pointless, doesn't it, Mr. Wright? Acro is strong enough to lift up the bust.
The main problem is how we could have aimed for the Ringmaster's head.
I wonder if he used some kind of tool to aim for the Ringmaster. Called in an airstrike or something.
That's sticking, Nick! Show them what you've got!
I have to be careful. I have to find something that fits perfectly with the case.
I don't remember us finding any sort of tool. But maybe we overlooked something.
Yeah, we did. It's the contents of the note we have that exclusively says time and location for them to be. Impossible for me to have known the location. Is that... Could have exerted the kind of force. Yeah, it's not about him exerting any force. It's, yeah, we turn this around and say, yeah, you actually did know where your target was going to be, because with this note that we will believe that you authored, you put them in the right place at the right time. So, before we do that, confidence save. As I always like to do. Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie, artichoke. And now, present. And then go, whabam! That's the wrong thing. Oops. Well, the reveals contradiction in that statement. How was that the only evidence of the statement related just now? They're not, and we know how this goes. So let's just go back to it. Let's just go back to it. Would be unrealistic for me to drop the bus on him, don't you think? Right, if it's not that then... I suppose I could have lifted something the size of the bust. Lifting the bust, looking out the window would have been impossible. Couldn't have exerted that kind of force. Makes it impossible for me to have known the location of Ringmaster's head. Let's read for this... Sorry. Let's read through the pressing of this again and see what Maya had to say again. If you were carrying the bus, you couldn't see out the window. There's no way I'd know the location of the Ringmaster's head. You got a point. If you think of it sort of like this... If he knew the location of Ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bust. Akira knew the location of the Ringmaster's head without looking down. So the only other way to do it is that, somehow, some way... Because how you casually mentioned as well in the first statement here, if I press it again... Have you lifted it before? I can't let money outdo me on this. The crazy monkey has lifted Max's bus before. How you casually mentioned that. So the only other thing I can put into my head is that the monkey was somehow lifting the bus at the same time, allowing you to then check the window outside because you could pull your own body weight up without, you know, something in your hand to do so. That's the only thing I can work out. But wait, is there something else I can prove that? We do have it. The note says, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Conclusive evidence of what took place, unless he was bringing... Because I'm thinking about the wooden box now, and the fact that the crime scene shows that he's hunched over the box as well. Is there something in the box that Russell was carrying for doing some kind of leverage? Like preparing for some kind of bargaining to go down to try and clear the air or do whatever else? By the way, we have a alert from BSC. Thank you very much for that. I also need to reload the bloody stream manager again because the ad manager is once again on the fritz. And it is still on the fritz. Tell you what this time, let's do... If I pop it out and then maybe it'll, like, you know, stay. Or it won't even display that. God damn it! What is the ad manager doing right now? It's being absolute... Okay, my entirety of my, like, dashboard right now is being an absolute silly bugger. Just bear with me a moment. Also, I don't need that page open. Let me just reload my dashboard there quickly. Like, open it in a new window and see. Nope, now it just doesn't want to display any of those important things right now. What is going on? Like, what is actually going on? I am very confused. Just let me do something there quickly. I'm going to do it in another browser and see if that's any better. Alright, dashboard. I go to here and then hopefully this displays a heck of a lot better. Let's wait and see. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Nope, you're refusing to just show it here. What is the ad my... This is a very interesting turn of events. My activity feed is... My activity feed and my ads manager tabs are both just, like, refusing to load up right now. Absolutely just, like, refusing to do so. No need to edit the layout or anything like that. It's just refusing to load anything like that right now. Absolutely refusing. This is an odd turn of events. Like, very, very odd. Bring it back on that page there. Is it still going to be like... This could be a general sort of Twitch issue going on right now. I don't know what's going on. Wow. Right, I'm gonna have to rely on Is there another thing I can rely on? Because I could use my phone at the end. I could use my mobile at the end of the day to see it from there. In fact, I am gonna very quickly do that. If I can load it up on my phone, and then I'll have to go to another control method for the... What is it? Bear with, right. Go to that. Manage my stream. I want to go to... Do not need to see the live feed. Oh, let's just close it down now. God damn it. Quick actions. Widgets bar. This doesn't have the activity feeds. Yeah, my Twitch manager, my dashboard right now is just generally on the fritz, and it could be a Twitch-wide thing because I don't know why else it's not loading up for me right now. Doesn't even do it on mobile either. Anyway, I will figure out that problem for later, and so that means I've just got to like really pay attention for when things come up, and I will try my best to make all the breaks play at the right place. But I just don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do about that. Anyway, well, I'll figure it out in my own time. At a later time. So, was this box being carried in as sort of like a leverish thing, or is this like for the deal what's about to go down? And the fact that you're there, like trying to handle the box, means that like maybe you. I mean, this might be it. This is probably how he knew. It'll be interesting to find out how he knew from this, but let's have a go. Alright, this was the right thing, but let's now get the details from the game as to why this was the right answer. Acro, you didn't really need to lean out the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Rice? You already knew ahead of time where the Ringmaster's head was gonna be. Quite precisely, I may add.
Objection! Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright! Enough stalling! How about you show us some evidence?
We got some blue text again. I need to get back my voice loaded. Bear with me. Right, there we go. Is one of the docs I can put into OBS, the ad manager? That stream information, and it's just like that there. Yeah, that ain't gonna work like that, I don't think, unfortunately. Right, one more load. Maybe it's woken up now. That it hasn't. This is a very, very interesting problem I'm having right now. Because if I can't access the ads manager, I can't run the ads a little bit earlier than normal, just like save us some time. Right, I've really got to pay attention, because usually there's something that comes up about on the hour that lets me know it's time to run them, but I'll have to wait and see if it actually does it. Anyway, I'll get to that later. I also said all that in cave speak. Oops. It's fine. But I did such a good job hinting. Give me credit, please.
Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this.
And take a look for yourself, huh? The key point here is the wooden box.
The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over?
The very same.
The question is, who placed the wooden box there?
Who?
When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime.
The evidence... Oh, I get it now. It's the evidence that... It's this evidence that the writer of this note claims to have had the evidence of what took place at 6 months ago. Ah, right now it makes sense. There you go.
I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense.
The moment that the bus came falling down was exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear.
You mean...
If the bus were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box,
there would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim.
No!
As it turns out, yes! Because I know now.
Order! This is unbelievable!
Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going. And there's only one way to go from here. Forward, using the Perndle. While I turn on the radio and listen to Am or Fm.
So the next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene?
It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Ow!
Allow me to add some sense into you! Mr. Phoenix Wright! Ow, 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 ow! The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box.
That's why the box was so specially made.
Specially made?
Indeed! Or should I say to make friend happy? Indeed! It had the most peculiar feature. The contents of the box. He would have wanted that because it was the supposed incriminating, definitive, conclusive evidence for 6 months ago. To hopefully put things behind and wrap it up once and for all. Yes. But a confidence save is never a bad idea. Contents of the box. Do you recall what was inside the wooden box?
There was only a small bottle of pepper, wasn't there?
Get on with it!
Get on with it! Well...
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
I don't see any relationship between the location of his head and the box's contents.
I think I might have outthought myself.
No, Nick. You didn't think enough.
Do you still maintain the box as some sort of special feature?
Yes, I do. 20 pounds weight of the okay, yeah, 20 pounds is a very heavy box, so yeah, let's go for that instead. The box has a remarkable weight.
Weight?
According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds.
Just to lift up this wooden box would have required...
Oh, I see. One would have to squat down, then lift it up with their body, wouldn't you say? That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large. The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That is correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place.
Fool!
Huh. Let me just talk to my bird about this. Yes. He will see you for later. Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you've had to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust? I remember. Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria. Then what happened to it? I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself.
That means...
You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bus from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bus from the cafeteria to my room? You had a hench monkey! I don't know if you told him to do it, or you just need to you just need to have a monkey that's, you know, better controlled, because it is actually a kleptomaniac and it just takes anything that's shiny and just puts it into his magical hoard or somewhere. Yeah. Azman is still not coming back. Still not coming back, and I don't know what's wrong with it.
You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Explain that!
Focus into the window again. There we go.
Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice.
Ah!
Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bus from the cafeteria.
Oh, yep. We definitely have a problem here, Houston. But this is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happened once and for all. All right, Mr. Wright. Let's hear your explanation. I will allow you to confidentiate first, because you never know. How did the witness get the bus from the cafeteria back to his room? Now we say it's hench monkey. Take that! A monkey? Everyone knows Money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Ooh, like when he stole the ventriloquist's ring?
So, are you saying the witness had the monkey steal the bust?
Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own, and then brought it back home. Home? Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room?
Objection! But the bust is bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny.
Objection! Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record. Oh my, those are some very nice cars he's holding. It's the cars that are shiny, like some sort of like very polished up metal, or maybe they're like the silver that the monkey really liked. Yes. Oh, they're platinum, okay. And they're made of platinum, which is very shiny. Acro! Money is a strong monkey, right? He is hench and buff. It'd be easy for him to bring the bus back to your room. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. Order! I said order! Miss Von Karma! Where is the bus in question at this moment?
I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak.
This is a rather strange turn of events. But let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon.
Wait! Then you mean this bus was the murder weapon? Purely by accident?
It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Aha! He's reacting to that. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer.
Moron!
Ding, ding, ding. Mr. Writer's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Ow!
Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of the tally!
Fraud.
You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
And what is that?
You should know! You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene as a crime!
Ah!
There's no reason to doubt the clown's testimony.
That's true. How'd you respond to that, Mr. Wright?
Nick, don't want to beat you now.
Oh, no, I won't. This is my chance to turn this trial around.
When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw?
Yes. I probably should have saved before doing this. Now again, the murderer is the bust. But it only looks like Max. Does it actually want me to present who? Like the who's who of who's? Okay, then say the evidence is that the bust was in the shape of it there. That's the one. That's the thing to think about. Are you gonna work now, Twitch manager, while I've got some time? Come on, dashboard, wake up. Why don't I get this? I'll pop it out. It doesn't show up either. What is going on with Twitch dashboard? It's being very silly. It's being very silly, and I cannot then see when ad timers are approaching. It's not good. I think the entirety of everybody's Twitch dashboard might be having a problem, and I hope it's just not me, because this feels like something that shouldn't be just like exclusive to one person having the issue. Unless it might be, I don't know. But right. Is it that you want me to present a face to you? Or just something that looks like the face of somebody on our thing? Yeah, I think it makes very more sense. Because it would then explain how it was like easy to like sort of like start flying away because somebody up top had it on a rope, as it said, and is just trying to pass off the flying Max bust as like, oh, that wasn't my idea, when it clearly was. So yeah, you saw the bust, absolutely. Yeah, I'm convinced of it now. So booey, yep, take that. He saw Max's bow.
I asked who was the other person Mo saw on the scene. But evidence has nothing to do with the question.
Objection! Au contraire, mon frère. It does indeed have something to do with the question. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette. But he didn't actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. How is it possible? It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's very ample bust. Not his boobies, his bust.
Objection! What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? Silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak!
Objection! There's no reason why you couldn't attach the cloak to the bust. It would be easy to hang off of one of the cards in the bust's hands.
Idiots! Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust?
It doesn't matter who put it on the bust. Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That question is of the utmost importance in this case. Don't you agree?
Oh, we caught me.
So, let's have it, Mr. Wright. Let's have it after I do a confidence save, because of course I do. One more try. Keep trying it again. I mean, if that time I tried to, like, properly, like, do the circle and load it in... Just... Can I, like, do quick actions from this? Right, stream actions... No, stop raids... Monetizing... Oh, I can do it from here. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Right, so I'll just add the button onto there, right. I've added the, run the ads on the quick timer, on the quick actions. So just in case Adam Manager balks on me, I can do it there. Right, that should work. Okay, let's keep going. I'm not focused into the window. I did confidence save, but just make sure that, I well and truly did. Now I did. Who put the cloak on the bust? So, this would need us to prove that Acro managed to get the cloak in the first place, and we're gonna say it was him. Cause didn't... Would I be able to back up how he would have come across the cloak, because that's the only thing that's stopping me from being, like, really confident of this. Is it possible I could have done that from being wheeled about everywhere, or was he just, like, stuck in the room? I mean, let's try it first, because yeah. Unless Max is really, really vain and just did it for himself, and the monkey ended up carrying the cloak along with the bust. It's really rather interesting. I'm gonna try this first. I have done my confidence save, just in case I'm wrong.
I wonder, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Didn't the defendant wear his cloak the entire time he was at practice? So then how did this person get a hold of the cloak?
Oh, well,
Furthermore, how would this person have gotten the cloak onto the bust, I wonder? Because this person was not spotted at the scene.
I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. It was just a random shot in the dark guess, so somebody else put it on. Who in their right mind would put a cloak onto the bust? Again, he's not so vain to do it himself, is he? This one, unfortunately, I'm not really getting, like, much memory of. So, this is the only person where it really would make sense to do so, because he was the only person to be in contact with Max, and thus would be the only person probably capable of going away with one of his coats, maybe by accident. It's the only person that can make sense of it. Alright, let's give this a go. Take that!
Fool! Him?
You are saying it was the victim himself? Russell Berry? That's what I'm saying.
I mean, the victim himself? Placed the cloak on the bust?
Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? The bust caught the cloak and somehow pulled it off Russell when it was being hoisted up. Oh. Oh, that adds up. That does add up.
Explain yourself! Nick, do you really have a handle on all this?
I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint anyways. Alright. So you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Back in time, you say? Do I have a sound for that? Yes, I do. Let's step back in time! Into my TARDIS! Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window, directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than the Tranquiloquist. Let's say that word again. By none other than the Ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trilo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now this is where the magic happens. At the very instant that the bus hit the victim,
You were just a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright! As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true! It can't be!
it's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. This circus isn't over yet!
What?
The impact of the bust and the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. That impact also caused the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Moe Curls, which I've now just realized his name takes literally every single one of the names of the Three Stooges into a single name. Lawrence for Larry, Moe for Moe, and then Curls for Curly. Larry, Curly, and Moe. I've only just put that together now, and that's quite clever. Well done, localizers. All the way back in 2002. When Moe looked out of his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Moe saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because, in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out of his window. So he just kept pulling the bust up. Dun 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 dun, dun 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 dun. And that is how the magical murderer disappearing into the sky came to be. Da, 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 da. I might have my title for the highlight. This is where the magic happens or something. I might have my title. Again, still waiting for that to work and it's not quite getting there. Okay, it's fine. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro! It could only have been you. Just communicating with the bird and being like, yep, the target will be wherever Phoenix Wright's house is. It will be at so-and-so a time, but just don't let him know, okay? And then the bird goes like, yep, okay, right. Time to make the minutes of that one.
Acro's been playing mind games with all of us.
He sure has. But he's come to the end of his rope now.
So?
What now?
You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true?
Evidence?
In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip.
Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence?
Nick, they say they want evidence.
I just explained how there can be only one possible murder method. But there's still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account.
Unusual?
A contradiction, actually.
Okay then, use that and get out of this jam.
That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. In due time. I'll take my save here. Kofi Streambot has just gone into the chat, which usually signifies around about the time it's getting to ad timer. So, yeah. Let's hopefully do the thing and take our break at this point, and I can hopefully still run the ads and take the break in the usual way as I always do. Let's hope I can still do it with my ads manager still currently, down for the count right now. And let's hope it comes back at some point soon, because I'd rather not be just blind on that one. But anyway, we're going to take another intermission here, guys. I hope you're still having a good time enjoying the video along with me. And if you're going to take a break yourself instead, now is a great time to do it. YouTube land, of course, there is no break in the highlight, because we always do cut those out, but I do say this is the great time to pause and do your own self-care right now. So go ahead and do that if you need to right now. And then join us, and we will proceed with our court shenanigans when the break is over. I'll see you back here in a few minutes. Alright guys, you heard the judge. Enough talking amongst yourselves, it's time to get back to the video. Hi, how you doing? Are you still enjoying it? I really hope that you are. If you are, of course, do let me know. Leave a like and comment down below. And please feel free, if you want to go further with your love and support, make sure you want to click the subscribe button and hit the bell as well to hopefully get those notifications for new uploads sent to your messages and inboxes and notifications and whatnot. As he said, it's time to stop bickering. Oh, talking amongst ourselves. That comes later. Alright. Present some evidence to the court that backs up your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. Something to tear apart, like, to relate back to what Mo saw. If we remember what Mo saw, it was essentially what was in the picture. Mo attested to seeing Silk Hat and the cloak. Nothing about the roses. But then I think that Ben's testimony, the ventriloquist, I think he attested to seeing all three of the status symbols of a Maximilian Galactica, being the hat, the cloak, and the white roses. And as it showed us in what in the sort of like the recreation that we just saw, the cloak latched on to the bust from the front, which would have hidden away the very shiny cards, or that's where the roses would have been seen. So I think we're going to assume that what Mo saw was the bust from the back, or at least the bust from the front, with the light sort of hiding away the exact details on the front of the bust. And yeah, I think it's going to be like that. Mo wouldn't have seen all the features because the cloak was actually covering the features, because the bust was actually the wrong way around for it. I think that's what we're going to go for. So yeah, Mo didn't see all the tricks because, yeah, so it's just a piece of evidence to show it off. And the fact that we just saw the Silk Hat anyway, so it couldn't have been the full outfit because the Silk Hat went away somewhere. And probably went away as well when, see either one of these. Both sound like they'll be good enough for the job, but, let's go for the hat first. I have in my confidence save just in case this is wrong. Let's go for the hat first. Take that! The problem is Max's 3 symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday, there were 2 contradictions in Mo's testimony.
The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other.
But the theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions.
You fool! Do you ever shut up?
Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust's.
Yeah, it's coming together to me.
Makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of.
Objection! Fine, you've got one. But what was the other contradiction?
The other contradiction?
Remember what the ventriloquist said in court? He said that he witnessed the white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick?
Of course. I can explain all of it.
What was that?
Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? They get hidden and obscured. Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the backside of the bust. Alright, changing my hammer. Order! Thank you very much, Lee. These loud noises are not good for an old man, you know. This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads.
Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. You didn't say the magic word.
And my bird didn't say the magic word either.
Well, so much for that theory.
Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that?
Motive! This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the Ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Ha! Thus, there's absolutely no way someone like this would kill the Ringmaster. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Akler's story. Learn about his relationship with the Ringmaster and his life up until now. But what do we do? There's no doubting that Akro deeply respected the Ringmaster.
Akro's motive? It seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess. Get a snack. I'm going to see if they have any Swiss rolls in the outside in the vending machine. When presented with opportunity, always take the save. Why not? And it's said to be continued right the heck now. December 30th, 2:17 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 5. I can't believe it. Akro? It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is. And to think it was almost the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus, am I that hated?
Akro Akira tried to pin the murder on you on purpose.
Hey, Dad? I'm nothing but a little old nobody, just a country bumpkin, you know?
But you're not, which is kind of the reason why...
Hey, Pale! You gotta ignore me after all this trouble I went through you to bring you some evidence?
Detective Gumshoe! Good boy! Good boy, Gumshoe!
Forget it, I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyway. Screw you guys, I'm going home. No, Detective. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you hurt your widow feelings. Look, why don't you just relax a little?
We've got some really tasty milk!
How about a contract, Detective? Oh, well, if you insist. Just make sure that it's semi-skimmed milk, okay? I don't want that full-fat stuff.
Now, about that evidence you mentioned. What is it?
Here you go.
Huh? This was yesterday in Akira's room.
Yup. And I've included the forensic results. Take a look at it later.
Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this?
That's why this is all a secret. Make sure it's a secret, okay? If the secret gets out, I'll know that it's you. Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis. And we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan.
I don't know. Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now.
You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion. Final plans? Uh-huh. That reminds me, I got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here. I got a pot noodle waiting for me in my office, in my apartment at home. It's one of those new chicken and mushroom ones.
What did he mean by that part? The very end part?
I'm not sure. It's all pretty cryptic to me. Oh, well, one more thing, and then I'll get out of your hair.
Ah! Don't scare me like that!
It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. What? For me? It's a lot of milk. Reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk? For me? Max, Billy Bob Johns, whatever you do not milk challenge that sucker. Do not even think about trying to milk challenge it on every single one of those. It's not gonna go well. Anyway, back to courtroom number 2. It's time to come back from the break. You know the times that you read it there, hopefully. Court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off.
I'd like to continue with Akira's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Akira would have to commit the crime.
Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling. Yes, Your Honor. Please proceed with your testimony.
Finally, we get the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay?
Just do me a favor and don't ask questions that you don't want the answer to. Testimony about the Ringmaster. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at about 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. You're such a thoughtful young man.
As you heard, the witness deeply respects the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Akira would kill the man he held in such self-esteem. Or such high esteem, should I say. Yes.
You are absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the Ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question.
Ah, we have a crossroads here. We could cross-examine, or we could skip it entirely and just move on to the next part. Sometimes cross-examinations just basically lead to nothing and just go to the next part immediately. But if I say no need to question him now, I might skip out on the, I skip out on all that time wasted. I think this time around it could be pretty inconsequential, and maybe the judge will just, like, move it on afterwards as, like, to, like, determine, yeah, there's really nothing we'll get out of this. Might be an achievement in it, though, and it gives me flavor text to read. Just in case as I'm going up all the way, right. I mean, yeah, like I said, I like flavor text. Let's go for it. It's probably irrelevant, but I'm going to do it. The defense has a right to cross-examine the witness.
You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive.
Video omission now to cross-examine the witness. As I said, I think this is going to go absolutely nowhere, but we're just going to get the flavor text. Because there really was nothing in that. But let's just do it. Hold it! We? Yes, my brother Sean and I. What? You have a brother?
How old were you when this happened, Acro?
I was 8 years old and my brother was 4. Your parents were very cruel, weren't they? Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us, because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the Berry Big Circus.
Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed.
He's got a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like.
Oh my god. I was about to say, like, if I had time to react to it, I was like, you should have seen the judge, Maya, when we went to see the film Marley and Me. Like, man, couldn't hold it together to save his life.
No crying in court. Let's keep going.
The witness may proceed with his testimony. He blows his nose. It's like one of those, like, really loud, like, elephant sounds. Just like, just like that. I imagine. Absolutely. Alright, next bit. That's when Ringmaster took you in. Hold it! How would you describe your relationship with the Ringmaster? He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all brought up into one. The Ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had. What about other people at the circus? Oh, this was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in, so no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the Ringmaster, he would always see us with a laugh and smile.
Oh, what a beautiful story.
That's why I was always thinking of what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him.
Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person?
I know, he seems like a nice guy.
Which is what makes this so difficult.
So then, how long have you been a performer? An acrobat about 9 years old. Okay, we might as well press. Hold it! You started off as an acrobat at that early of an age? I begged the Ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape. That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We called ourselves the Flying Dingling Berries. It's nearly a household name.
I've even heard of them in Germany.
Liar!
I think I read, actually. If I can probably remember it had to say objection in German.
So I'm gonna do the lines again. I say, liar, Einspruch.
I object to Franziska being able to hear them all the way in Deutschland. It's fine. The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus. You are truly a remarkable young man.
But Joe keeps looking at Acro almost like a proud father.
find a way to repay them. That's your sole purpose. Hold it! Did you find it in the end, then? Did you ever have any trouble with the Ringmaster? Ow!
How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testimony? All the heartfelt emotions contained within? You'd better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You better think hard. Ow! 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 Ow!
No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could see this witness ever taking a victim's life.
Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor. Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with them.
I was trying to taste down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk. I think that will be enough for now. Wondering whether or not this man would kill the Ringmaster leads me to believe that he's a good boy. It's pretty unlikely.
Maybe there wasn't an achievement tied to this. Maybe there wasn't, and I just did that for actually no reason other than to tire out my own voice reading it. But, you know, I had fun doing it. Oops! I clicked the wrong screen. I clicked the screen by accident. Oops. I was trying to go to the other window behind, and then... Is it coming back? Still not coming back to us. Something definitely wrong with some of the things on the dashboard right now. Hopefully, again, I hope it's not just a me problem. It feels like this might be like a Twitch-wide thing, but I don't know.
Exactly right, Your Honor.
Let me get back in.
Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question.
Go ahead, Your Honor.
I would just like to know...
Okay, Judge, now you may.
Can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the Ringmaster dead?
Gotta be something to do with the scarf. Which was bats, stained with his blood, and a small quantity of pepper. And I had, like, a theory about this, like, sort of bubble in my head when, I was playing this last episode. Why on earth is there a small pepper bottle in my thing? But then I remembered, like, how the accident 6 months ago with the lion that went out. Sean puts head into Lion's maw. Lion looks like it's weirdly having a smile before then suddenly biting down onto Sean's noggin, thus putting them in a coma. I believe he was in that scarf at the time. Stained with a small quantity of pepper. You made the lion sneeze onto Sean's head. You made the lion sneeze accidentally onto Sean's head. Why on earth you do that? Not sure. But this accident is all sorts of messed up, I hope you realize. But yeah, I still think I can provide. I do believe. So yeah, let's keep going. Now that I've come this far, there's no way I could answer no, I can't.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Very well, then please enlighten the court. Let's see some evidence that proves Acro's motive for killing the Ringmaster.
Is it now that we then throw this into it? Because he never got the answers as to, never got answers or didn't feel particularly happy with Ringmaster for letting that happen to Bat in the first place? Or to Sean? Is it time to go immediately with this? Or is it now the note placed by Acro? Oh no! Okay, we're going a bit too far ahead for this one. It's actually the note, I think, because Acro put that in Regina's pocket. It's either one of these two. Let's go the note way first, then, because I have done the confidence save. It should be fine.
Take that! Let me just go over this one more time. This is why Acro killed the Ringmaster.
That is correct.
I don't think the defense would mind confirming something for me. What exactly are we supposed to learn from this piece of evidence?
What are you supposed to learn?
Looks like you just won the one for you won the award for biggest failure in court. Ouch! Biggest failure in court. That stings.
In recognition of your honor, let me bestow upon you my special prize. Bonk. Yeah, this is wrong. Okay, right. Load it up again. Maybe we do immediately go to the scarf. So yeah, I can still provide. I can still provide. Go on now. I can provide. Scarf now. Let's go for it. Take that instead. Am I thinking too far ahead, actually? I'm glad I went back to, this bit here. Right, let's go over everything before we go on. You got the enormous raise, you got the thing. Let's say again, did Sean... Why Akro will want that dead? Or is it the fact that, probably never quite really forgave Ringmaster for allowing that to happen in the first place. That could be it instead. Let's go that way around instead. We'll go back to his brother. It's either the brother or the lion, so let's go the brother's way first. I'm just like... Right, no, right. Welcome to the phase of this video where I just throw things upon to see if they stick. Let's just go back to it again and just have another quick double... Really good double check now. Did I just... Oops. Right, go back to that. Then, hey. Or am I getting too far ahead at this point, actually? Why Akro would want Ringmaster dead? Why Akro would want it? Alright, let's go the other way and see what dude then. Let's try that instead. Because that's, yeah. I'm just gonna goose chase it every single time if I say, yes, I can provide evidence.
Nick?
Bear with. Yeah, okay, right. What's back? Yeah. I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Akro killed the Ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? That's because Akro had no reason to kill the Ringmaster at all. Ow!
Why? Your foolish attempts to fool us that foolish fools is so foolhardily foolish. Did you forget? You made an accusation against his witness, did you not? I believe it was, this is the real killer of Russell Berry, Ringmaster.
If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things? Akro. You didn't plan to kill the Ringmaster at all, did you? The Ringmaster wasn't your target that night.
What did you just say?
I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the Ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with.
What?
Oh, this is going a way I didn't expect, actually. Order! Bailiff, I don't care who it is. Smack anyone who's loud in the face twice if you must. I may even let you try and borrow Francisca's whip, but good luck with that. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court? Ow!
Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to his court? Are you tempted to reply that Akro was actually trying to kill someone else?
have you always? Because you've always said you didn't really gel or vibe with Regina. Oh. Oh, your motives are suddenly a bit more sinister now, whatever they are, but okay. I'm gonna go this way. I'm not gonna like where it's going, but I'm gonna do it. Take that!
Regina Berry?
This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct?
Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you? We got him on the ropes, he was.
Objection! You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question.
Objection! He can easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is, you're wrong. That's it.
That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Enough! Mr. Reg, allow me to— Ow!
The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself. And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix, right? Show me evidence! Now! I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry!
Oh. It might. New theory that could be actual theory is now clicked into my head. The murderer in this case is not referring to Russell Berry, it's referring to Regina because Acro probably believes it was Regina's fault that the lion went crunch on his brother's head. Because Regina is the animal tamer. Oh. Doing that again just in case I didn't do it, but now I totally have. But now, yeah, it's clicked in my head now, I think. There we go, that's what we need to prove now.
Huh? Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Acro was out to kill this young girl.
I think either the fact that it was the lion for biting the brother, or we present the brother himself because he was bit by the lion. I've done the confidence save just in case either way, but I believe both answers will be fine. Let's give it a go with lion first. Take that!
Alright, Mr. Wright.
At this point, the only thing that's important is evidence!
This better not be a bluff. You're not going to— Woo!
You're not going to fool me, Mr. Phoenix, right? Those two are finishing each other's sentences now.
And I still get penalized for it. How was that? I wonder how that's wrong then. Acro is out to do it. Or is there something more to what we're seeing? Oh, is it now? Okay, right. I've overlooked something here, I think. Is it now that the note comes into play because the note is going to be addressed to Regina as the murderer and also put into her pocket? And it's Russell that went out instead to protect. Oh, goodness. Okay, then. Let's try the note instead. Take that! Yeah, it was that. Okay, cool. Got it. I think generally with my, picking of the evidences this time, I have been going the right direction, I think, but just jumping, a few steps ahead. I think that's generally been my, sort of, full-on, idea and way of playing this game so far. I get the ideas, but I'm just, a few steps ahead of where you're meant to present certain pieces of evidence. I think that's generally been my gist so far. Yeah, I'm trying my best. Don't worry about it. Acro, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat.
Inside the victim's tailcoat.
Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, To the Murderer. Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m.
So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note?
Yes, but there's just one little problem.
A problem?
Acro did indeed place his note into someone's pocket.
However, that someone was not the ringmaster.
You mean it wasn't for the...
That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry. Order, order, Mr. Wright. This is a theory of yours? It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory, nor is it a game theory. It's just the truth. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her, which is why the morning of the crime she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board.
That's when her father, the ringmaster, saw the notes?
That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in that plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake, instead of Regina. That's incredible! Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today? Lifting the bus and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, and end up falling out the window myself. Right. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. I've got it! I've got it! Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza! And that's when he let the bus fly.
Hey, Nick. Isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience?
She is. Unfortunately, it's only gonna get harsher from here.
I hope Regina can handle it.
Acro wrote this note to Regina?
Objection! Foolishly foolish fool with foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery! You're so foolish you've even made me sound like a foolhardy fool! Huh. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place.
Yes? What about that line?
Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it would mean that this note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer.
Oh, you just don't get it, do you?
What? What did you just say?
The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter. Yeah. Oh, hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in this note? The incident 6 months ago.
I need...
Sorry. Sorry about that, I'm pressing wrong buttons. I was meant to do this just in case I didn't do that again, so let's try that again. The incident 6 months ago. I was trying to hit the clean button, but it must have accidentally done a swipe on my board, and then I pressed something else just entirely. Just random voices came out there. Very sorry, I will try and do better with my, voice mod menuing from here on in, don't worry about it. So anyway, I know all about this incident, yes. An incident occurred 6 months ago. Let's bring back there so I can see the chat again, just in case. There we are. And now, I'm more than ready to show... Say that again. I'm more than ready to show this card what happened at that time. That is, enunciate.
Moron!
Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case? It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start with what happened 6 months ago. Dun 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 dun.
Really, Nick?
I think so.
Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in this note? I'd certainly like to know what it is.
If I can't answer this question, the judge is gonna think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually...
Is this finally where the pepper comes in? Or is this where the lion comes in? No, the lion's not conclusive evidence, surely not. Because otherwise, why is the box weighing 20... Well, the box itself is weighing 20 pounds, but the only thing that was in it was the, found inside the wooden box. It was the pepper. So you open the box to see the pepper, and it's like, haha! So the thing about it is, like, Regina is, like, not a fan of pepper, so that would have been, like the ultimate, like, final cruel joke upon her if things went as Acro planned. Oh, goodness. And the thing is, I haven't confidence saved after this one, so... So we're talking about, like, the conclusive evidence that was in the box, right? Yeah, I'm definitely thinking that way. The final cruel joke. Regina didn't like pepper. The final cruel joke was just like, it's a pepper bottle, and then fuck. Oh dear. This is gonna go badly. Take that!
What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for. And again, it's trying to get it back to me, just come back to me. It's not, though. Oh, what do you mean? Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw.
Objection! Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question.
Okay, now you may answer the question. Now you may ask the question, Francisca.
Who was Regina Berry's intended victim?
With the pepper. Oh, yeah. Got to be, right? Take that! Who is this? That is Acro's younger brother.
Objection! What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead!
Technically, that's true. However, that has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead. Regina, she did that to him?
You spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state.
A lion?
Miss Regina Berry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina Berry could never do anything like that. It's just not in her.
But something made it so that it was. So then what happened to Acro's brother?
He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident.
I see.
Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident?
Was that all just l'accident? Because it's then the case of how did the pepper end up on Sean's personage? Or at least on the scarf's personage? Or just on the scarf itself. It doesn't have a personage, does it? That would be weird to say. But yeah, how did the scarf end up in with pepper? Or is it because... So it's an accident because Sean was very prolific with doing pranks on Regina with the pepper. Just because, I don't know, maybe just liked how Regina's sneeze was like, it's so cute, I want to hear it all the time, so I'm gonna, like, tease you with the pepper, make you sneeze all the time. And that's just because he used so much pepper, it ends up on his scarf that he always wears, and that then turned into... Yeah, very tragic accident. So is there more to it? I think it is just literally just accident because Sean was so prolific with doing pranks with the pepper. I think it just goes that way, doesn't it? It's either that, or... Well, I've done my confidence save either way. Or someone somewhere managed to do a plant of some pepper into the scarf for the time of that accident. So was it more than that? Should we see? We'll go it's more than that. This first time around. There was no... I didn't see a wrong answer either way, so I don't think it was going to get penalized. The lion biting Bat was no accident at all. What?
You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There is no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being.
She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bites Acro's brother Bat. Because she wanted to do it back to him? Oh goodness. Is it that way around? Let's see. Take that! That's just your scarf? Acro! This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? Duh. That's right. And who is the one that gave this scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave it to him. Regina? There is something more than just blood on this scarf, Your Honor. And what might that be? Pepper. Pepper? Pepper. Pepper? Pepper. Pepper? Yes, Judge, we get it. Stop making this into a joke. Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident. And she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Oh. I wonder why the silence is happening. It's either that there's actually a malicious intent to this one, or it's just the fact that Sean was, like, so prolific with the pepper attacks himself that it's like... It just got onto the scarf just naturally. But we'll have to wait and see. Hey, what's with the silent treatment and the kingfisher going like, ow, 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 stop it! Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of fingering a criminal. But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? It still seems like the judge just doesn't get it. Von Karma, on the other hand...
Mr. Phoenix Wright. Wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling?
Smiling? The lion was smiling?
Right before Bat was beat by the lion. For a moment, the lion mouth changed, and it looked like he was smiling.
Lions smile? They also sleep in the jungle tonight. A Wimbaway, a Wimbaway.
I've never heard of them smiling. However...
Lions sneeze. It is going the way I thought. I just had to get what the judge was doing there. It's going the way that I thought it was going to go right at the start. Not right at the start, but I figured out, like, some way during last episode. Lion took whiff of pepper on the scarf and just went, achoo crunch. Ouch. Oh dear. Lion wasn't trying to bite Bat at all.
In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf. What?
You fool!
Now it's a question of why. You've got to be kidding me!
Objection!
What's the matter, Miss Von Karma?
I object for objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? Ha! You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened?
Of course I do. It's the truth. And if you don't like the truth, then it proves you can't handle the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina.
You foolish idiot!
It almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Rice. Duh. To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that's what I said was true?
Acro? You don't mean, you can't mean, with this?
Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory. What would that problem be? The same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I dropped Max's bust on top of the Ringmaster, where is the evidence that proves that claim? Oh, stop it, Bert, stop it! You mean the conclusive evidence?
The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof to be more precise.
The murder weapon. The bust that the defense claims was used. It's the bust. Not the boobies, the bust. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes.
Yes, it would be.
The bust.
Nick, you've got to do something!
Alright, this is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. See how things play out first, or request to search Acro's room. It's a shame that we can't see what's in Acro's room right now. Usually it's not the right thing to say how things work out first, so I'm leaning towards that one being the option. So yeah. But as it's looking like we're getting to like one of the last little bits of this trial period before we get to like the big rondo and conclusion, like the denouement of this whole thing. So we're gonna rest our laurels a little bit and take our next break right about now. So, yeah, we're going to cliffhanger this for a little bit while I just have a bit of a break and let all of you in Twitch land as well have a bit of a break too. If you need to go and do some stuff, now is a great time. Also in the YouTube land as well, this is also a great time to do some things for your self-care. If you just pause the video right now and then come back to us later. But of course, you can just continue watching because we always cut the breaks out of the highlight, and that is absolutely fine. So, where will this option go? Are we going to get to finding out the truth of all of this? I hope we are. And we'll see if we will. I'll see you back here in a few minutes.
Things are getting to their conclusion. As I said, we're in the denouement of this thing, I'm feeling like. It's just a case of how we continue. Do we see how things work out with reason, with pertinence to finding where this bust is so we can see where it all is. We could see a request to search the room. I'm getting nothing for being wrong on this one, so let's go with my gut feeling. Did you still somehow keep the bust in your room? Because again, the bust has not been recovered into our possession. We only have the photo. If we could check the bust for bloodstains, that would be how we do it. So yeah, let's go for it. The defense requests to search the room of the witness, Ken Dingling. What is it now?
It looks like you still haven't figured things out, have you? By now you must know the meaning of Von Karma Total Justice.
You mean...
Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday.
What did you find?
There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for.
You see, Mr. Wright? The bust wasn't in my room.
Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise. And we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. Aha! End of story.
Just wait a second. Something's funny about all this. It looks like you'd like the final nail to put into my coffin. But what about the scarf? What about the notes? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the Ringmaster. You should know that by now. Ah!
Do something, Nick! Don't let this case slip away! The bust! Where is it now?
Huh. Where's the bust right now?
You're Phoenix right! You know where that bust is! I'm sure you do!
There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is? It seems this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short.
Ah! Thank you for your support.
Ah! I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. No. One last little devilish act that I think you did, Acro, was abscond and do away with that bust somewhere. Or it happened somewhere. No, you need to explain that, Acro. If you're the one that did stuff with the bust to make your plan happen, you must know where it is, my dude. Acro, you must know where it is. Come on now. I think that brings to an end this cross-examination of this witness. Nope, no it doesn't.
Hold it! Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my tongue. What?
We need time to do what? Ow, wow.
Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your age, isn't she?
Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright?
What are you asking me? The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck.
Hey, wait. You can't be serious.
Acrobats always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how Akros lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose.
Very well, the defense may proceed. He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon. Walking the tightrope of logic, there's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way through is forward.
The murder weapon. Where is Max's bust now?
If not found in the lodging houses in his quarters, which Francis has already corroborated, it was taken from the big top. I think this leaves only one possible way this can go. Popping to save just to make sure of it, but I see this only going one way. Oh boy. It's obvious! The bust is inside this very courtroom! It's obviously where? Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bust once and for all! Yeah. If Akros acting on his own accord, and he is going in his own... acting on his own accord, doing his own plan to try and cover up his own tracks. And with his condition, he wouldn't be able to hide it anywhere else. Not the judge's bench, he wouldn't be able to get up there. Not prosecutor's bench because it's never been there. The only place it's ever been in this courtroom is the witness stand. It can only be that place there. Yeah. It can only be there. Akro is having it on this person somewhere. And now that I think about it, the wheelchair is a perfect ploy. A perfect ploy to hide something like that. Ooh, okay. Let's see how interesting this goes. Akro! I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair? Yeah, let's see what my bird to say about this. He'll give you at least 1,000 pecks in the head later. Yes, I think that's fine. I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you are a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to say, hide a bust under there. Let me get the entirety of the thing down. The entirety of his wheelchair personage. Usually it's just the top half that you see. Interesting. Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Rice. I think it's pretty amazing you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it. In the only place that you could hide it. Under your wheelchair. Which is why, Akro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played.
You fool! How could you?
Franziska, not a happy girl, not a happy bunny at all.
You've got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, 2 of them. Wait, 2 of them? Miss Franziska Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Rice.
What?
There's just one thing I want to know. How did you know to launch a surprise search in my room last night? There were two pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust... Obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of court, hiding the murder weapon? There's no way I can escape that. So, you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. It all makes sense now.
I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing!
Uh-huh. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't.
I can't believe it! Me! Make a mistake! Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that!
Seems we finally arrived at the truth. Acro! Yes, Your Honor. Did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry? Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime.
Acro.
All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he teased her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper onto Regina. She started sneezing so hard, she couldn't help herself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way. And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper. I know that she didn't mean anything bad for anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never, ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely that she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. That's when you decided to do something about Regina.
How dreadful.
So, are you saying that you are a victim of all of this as well? No. That's not what I mean. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first, I thought I'd kill Regina myself. Then I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't. Not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet. This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself. This case has not been just a clown, it's been the entire circus.
I'm an idiot. I can't believe it. It beats me. Again!
I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. Not guilty! For the weird man in the pink hair! You can get off the hook now. This court is adjourned. I feel like I need to go home and rethink my life. Maybe I should open up my own circus. Judge Big Man's Circus. I'll make an even better one than that very big freak show. He goes home and rethinks his life. Does he want to actually make a circus? Then he realizes afterwards, no, wait, that's too much work.
and he's never been one for really doing like too much hard work. And it's like, you know what? Just stay as a judge, it'll be fine. The very big circus can have its day. It'll be fine. December 30th, 4:27 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 5. Ha! Fabulous! Ha ha ha! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this.
Acro, the Ringmaster, Regina, and Bats. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh?
That's a good question. And one I don't know the answer to. Many congrats! But Noli and Max, 1,000,000 of them! Thank you. Hey, what's with the vibe in this room? Do I need a vibe check, all of you?
We're just thinking about Acro.
No, don't ruin the vibe now! If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy.
Huh?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Just a few moments. In a few moments. In a few moments. Feel it in. Feel it in. Feel it in. Feel it in. All right. Ugh, she's been like this for a while now.
It's up my thumb!
Sweetie pie.
Acro, they're never coming back! No, everyone's gonna split up! Regina? Mr. Wright? Tell me something.
What do you want to know, Regina?
Acro said something right at the end.
I just couldn't up and leave yet.
Does this mean that Acro is he gonna try and get his revenge at me?
No. Gil, you're far too sweet for that. Come on. I don't think so. No, he's not gonna do that to you, Regina.
Are you sure? You're really sure? I can't believe that!
Yep. Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore.
If that's true, then I want to see some evidence.
Huh?
I want to know you're not just making that stuff about Acro not wanting revenge.
Oh god, how do I prove this? Wait, is this just the Gotti? Was this all just the Gotti in the first really? I don't like it when we get to these like final like, oh, what's the proof of like the what's the lesson we learned today, kiddies? I just don't like how we have to do all this. It's not the monkey. It definitely isn't the monkey. Definitely not, but it's just, oh god. I hate these like final bits. But then again, of course remember that we can also, present profiles upon them. Had the, yeah, just, it's on the clip to me. Yeah, probably deep down, Acro wanted you to be happy with that. Just like, yeah, but then the accident sort of took over and he went in his, sort of his own way. But truthfully, he was, like, really happy with you and Bat together, so yeah, probably. I will, I will say, I know you want me to, like, get through this and all, if you want to, like, give me the answer for that one, but just, like, let me have my moments for a couple of moments first, before I then go to ask the chat, like, you got an idea about this one, because I'd like to see if I can, like, figure out most of this for myself. As much as I appreciate the answer, or you think the answer might be, I would quite like it if, would quite like it only after I ask specifically for the chat to help me out here, but, yeah, I did get the idea that, again, we can present people, and it's like, yeah, Aqua would have been happy with you two getting together and such. Let's go for it. Take that! Aqua didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again.
That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know. He never knew. But now that Aqua's been caught... Uh-huh. I know! What? I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes. And then until he can meet Aqua again.
Oh, that's so sweet of you, Regina.
I'm sorry, Aqua. I'm sorry, Bat.
Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind. Hey, Max! What is it, Mo? We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. But whenever you like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract. Do I understand? What a fabulous thing to do for me! I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now? That's the big question. The ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision. And what is it? I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn this circus into the best circus this world has ever seen. Then he gets rid of the clown voices, then goes into his Danny DeVito-esque voice, I like to imagine. The best circus the world has ever seen? Don't laugh! Wow, that's quite the goal.
Yay! I can't wait!
Huh. Then I guess that changes things. Huh? Yep, good point, Zero. The clowns are literally running the circus now. It's finally come full circle. Yeah, loving it. Oh, goodness, nice. There's only one thing the best circus the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means the circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen. Max, let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy? I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you. Regina, you're gonna help him out too, aren't you?
I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me.
What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think I brought you to court today? We got to work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been.
Mo?
Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the Berry Big Circus without Regina Berry.
Max? Nick?
Seems like everything is gonna turn out alright here.
I can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen!
We'll save you the most fabulous seats. It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm gonna order special whoopee cushion seats. Oh, what the heck, one more for the road.
see. What made the case? Yesterday's surprise raid. It really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you? It was just a theory. A game theory. If Echo really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. Me, Mr. Right? Of course. Well, Detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Akro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the Chief Prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. Understood, sir. I'll be waiting for you. Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. And that is a cliffhanger and a bit. Farewell, my turnabout. Is our last episode day. Shall I, at the very least, bring you along for a little bit of a sneak peek at the start of this episode? We're more than likely going to see it again when we roll it through again. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Who will be this year's Grand Prix champion? Who will be our hero of heroes? Oh dear, it's a mascot contest. Will it be last year's runner-up, Jammin' Ninja, or maybe Captain Saipan all the way from the lovely tropical island of Saipan? I see the students of a certain story school are raring to win, and global hero Onyankopon doesn't want to go home without the prize. We hope Lady Luck is with all our heroes tonight. And now, the winner of the 3rd annual Hero of Heroes Grand Prix is me! Wow, Dr. Eggman, eat your heart out. Whoa, the true hero of the night has appeared in our midst! It looks like this year's Grand Prix goes to this fantastic warrior! The Nickel Samurai! Oh, too bad, Gemmy Ninja. Looks like the title eluded you again this year. And I bet in that, like, perfect cut down of the moon, that's where the accident did happen. Right. Not to go too far ahead. Not to go too far ahead. Not to go too far ahead, because I'm bound to, like, see this again when we come back to it. But title screen we go. That's what awaits us in the next episode, because we'll be happy to finish it right here, and just in good time. So unfortunately, we won't be able to get into 2-4 now, but that will be our treat, our menu for the next episode of my Phoenix Wright playthrough right here. So, let me just say to all of the people, lovely people in our Twitch stream have been hopefully enjoying along with us here, whether it be just lurking or having as background noise, or whether you take part in chat today. Much love to you. And if you have missed any of this episode, want to catch up on it later, don't worry, we will make the VOD for you in a few short days. Check out the Laura Petal VOD YouTube channel, and you can get everything over there, the details of the channel and the videos we've made up until that point, broadcast up to there, of course. And yeah, if you are watching this in our YouTube highlight as well, again, same to you. Thank you very much for enjoying. If you have, let me know if you have. Leave a like and comment down below. And please feel free if you want to go further with your love and support and be around for more uploads in the future, hopefully get them sent to your inboxes. You can do that by clicking subscribe and clicking the bell as well to hopefully get those notifications to your inbox if YouTube behaves. Oh my god, wait, just now, my ads manager has just come back to me. Oh my god! What? It's all come back to me. Does that mean that it's all back? Right at the end of the stream, but all of my, like, dashboard stuff has suddenly just come back to me. Ah! It's happened! Yay! Oh my god. Okay, then. But yeah, right at the end of that one, so better time than never, I guess. I'll just say as well, YouTube people, before I forget, check out the links in the description as well. We have links to all of my socials down there. Yeah, socials, Discord invite link is there, and as well, the Twitch link is there as well. If you want to come along to this Twitch stream and possibly see a live stream coming up in the future, we would love to have you, of course. But that is all said and done. When we return to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy for more Justice for All, it is the start of Farewell, My Turnabout.
Are you excited? I am. But it's going to have to be waiting until our next episode. I want to say thank you again for tuning in and enjoying this. If this video has made your day better in any way, shape, or form, then that is lovely for me to hear. I only hope I get the chance to do it again for you at some point in the future. But until the next episode of this, or whenever we see each other next, please stay and stay awesome. Have a wonderful rest of your plans, whatever they may be. And just again, thank you very much for watching and hopefully enjoying what we've done here. Love and appreciate you all. I might see you for the start of 2-4 next time out. Until then, have a good day. Take care of yourselves.